Alright, I am talking about The Curse of the Were-Woman by Jason M. Burns and Christopher Provencher. So this is the story of an alpha male who treats women like little more than conquests. Once he sleeps with one, she's out of sight, out of mind, and he's not going to pay any attention to her ever again. And then he ends up crossing the wrong woman, and she puts a curse on him so that by day he is a man, and then by night he becomes a woman. And when I bought this, I actually thought it was going to be a werewolf story with the word were in a title, but a werewolf is essentially half man, half wolf, whereas this is half man, half woman. And so I don't think I would have bought this if I had known what it was going to be about. I don't think that it's bad per se, it's just not really my cup of tea. It reminded me a lot of the Jack Black, Gwyneth Paltrow movie Shallow Hal. Both stories feature a man who has a very shallow outlook on women, and then through supernatural means has to learn a lesson. Slightly different content, but it felt very similar to that. This is, I don't really have a whole lot to say about it, but like I said, if this was a movie, if I saw the trailer for this, I don't think that I would be interested in watching the movie. This story just isn't really something that I would be interested in. It's got a good message. Women are people. Don't treat them like notches on your headboard. That's great. It's just not a story that I am especially interested in, but it is told very well. The art, sometimes I will look at a comic book that seems more professional than this. This is from Devil's Due Publishing. You can see their little logo there. I was under the impression Devil's Due did some G.I. Joe stuff, but then when I looked them up, I didn't see very many things that were published by Devil's Due on Wikipedia, so I could be mistaken, I don't know, but this is a relatively small indie company, definitely not rubbing shoulders with Marvel or DC, but sometimes you'll see a book from what you might call a more higher up professional company, and then the artist of that story, they have trouble differentiating two characters. And so I'm reading a book, I'm not going to mention any names, and then I'm like, wait, is this that character or this other character? And I'm confused while reading the book, and that's not a good thing. One of the first things that an artist should strive to do is make their art clear, have a sense of clarity for the reader, and this book does that. It does feel like this is a freshman attempt at making a comic book, but I don't want that to seem like it's an insult. These guys did it. They made it. They made a comic book, and I'm proud of them for that. But I like that all the characters, they feel distinct. I'm not getting Patrick, the main character, confused with his boss or his best friend. I feel like all these characters kind of have their own distinct look, and that's good. There is, if I had one complaint about it, he is cursed by this woman that he slept with, and then like 80% through the book, maybe even more than that, she comes to check up on him, and she's like, oh, you know, you think that you haven't made any progress, but you're doing better than you think. And then as she's leaving, she says, oh, by the way, you are about to go make your acceptance speech for making partner at the company you work for. It's a shame that you are the one winning this because your rival at the company, she actually worked hard on it while you were out here sleeping with the entire city. And that is kind of a background through line, him making partner at this company throughout the book while he is dealing with this supernatural curse. But I do feel like the book would have been better if they had just taken out this scene where the woman who cursed him comes and says, hint, hint, you need to give the job to the better woman. She deserves it. You don't. Hint, hint. I feel like if they had just taken that out, and if they had him arrive at that conclusion by himself, I think it would have been better. Now, that is not the impetus that ends the curse. There is more than that afterwards, but I feel like him respecting women and realizing that this woman who works at the company, that she actually earned it, but didn't get it. His boss straight up tells him privately, because you're a man, you are the one getting the job, and she is not. We're going to keep her in her place. I feel like if he had realized by this point in the story, she actually deserves this and I don't. By himself, without any hand-holding from the woman who cursed him, I think that would have worked a little better for the story. Overall, if I had to recommend this to people, I feel like if you are a fan of like Shallow Hal or sitcom movies like that, you might really enjoy this. It does have a little bit of strong language, so it would be like a rated R comedy movie, but this is not my cup of tea, but some people out there would probably like this a lot more than I did. So those are my thoughts on The Curse of the Werewoman. I hope you guys like this video, and I will be back in the future to talk about something else. In the meantime, have a great rest of the day. Catch you later.